Tonight on Bear News, a threat to schools across Colorado's eastern slope closed down many public schools, and UNC students share the effect it had on them.
And even though the school year is coming to a close, there is still time to strengthen the community, and what better way than with a carnival.
Thanks for joining us for our very last show of the semester. My name is Tanner Schwint.
And I'm Zoe Campbell. Student Senate meets Monday to discuss changes to the UNC Liberal Arts Core. Faculty Senate voted to combine Sections 7 and 8 in the LAC program. This would reduce the number of required credits in United States Multicultural Studies and International Studies. Students would only be required to take 3 credits in either field instead of the current 3 credits in each field. Student Body President Tim Hernandez sent out an email yesterday asking students to support Student Senate's resolution titled Protect Diverse Education. The meeting will be held at 4 p.m. at the start of finals week in the University Center's council room. Well, the first ever Latin Excellence graduation celebration took place last weekend, and Bear News reporter James Conlon was on hand to tell us about the inaugural event.
It was a night of celebration for Latinx grads and their families at the campus commons Sunday night, and UNC President Andy Feinstein kicked off the celebration with words of encouragement for the grads in attendance.
Not only are you representing your heritage, but you're also representing this university. So I'd like you all to enjoy tonight's celebration, and Vamos Osos, go Bears!
After the welcoming speeches were concluded by Patricia Escobar, UNC student Gabriel Polito took to the stage to perform his poetry.
Full of scholars, chingonas, y estudiantes que no se rajan, gente que se ponen las pilas y le echan un chingo de ganas.
Polito's poetry wasn't the only breathtaking performance Sunday night. After words of inspiration from Dr. Tobias Guzman, Ana Marie Parra took to the stage for a folklorico performance. After Parra danced across the stage, it was time for the keynote speaker of the night, Representative Rochelle Galindo. Galindo spoke about overcoming the odds and breaking barriers on her way to be the first person of color to represent Weld County in the Colorado House of Representatives. She concluded her speech by sending a positive message out to the future UNC grads.
You guys may be a little scared as to what comes next in life, but don't be, because you are in the exact position you need to be right now. You're getting your degree, you're fulfilling yourself, you're making yourself better.
After the keynote speech came to a close, students lined up to get their custom sash. Then Dr. Priscilla Falcone ended the night with a charge.
Today, put your intelligence, your talents, and your passion into action. You are the leaders that we have been waiting for. Viva la raza!
For Bear News, I'm James Conlon.
Congratulations to the Latin Excellence graduates, and we hope this is just the first of many graduation celebrations.
Some UNC Bears might have found the Fountain of Youth this week. Or they might just be 8th graders. More than 250 middle school girls came to campus to attend the Latina Youth Leadership Conference. Lambda Theta Nu and the Cesar Chavez Cultural Center joined forces to bring the 22nd annual conference to life. The event aims to motivate young women toward their educational goals and address the challenges of self-image. Women Trailblazers served as inspiration for this year's theme called Stepping Out of History. Keynote speaker Sarah Rodriguez encouraged the young women to take a step toward making their own mark. UNC student mentors helped guide the young women through empowering workshops. Leadership and cultural awareness were also among the topics. Sydney Pedregon is a sister of Lambda Theta Nu and the master of ceremonies for the event.
We chose that theme just because we have seen so many great women throughout this past year make history in politics, in music, in artist industry, and we wanted women here, the young women, to feel like they can make history. Whatever that looks like for them, whether that's being the first to go to college, whether that's the first to finish high school, we wanted to make history and for them to feel like, yes, I can do whatever I need to do to make history in my own life.
Hopefully we'll see some of those faces return to UNC's campus a little bit older as official Bears soon.
UNC police sent out an email last week in response to the events involving a threat toward Denver schools in relation to the 20-year anniversary of the Columbine shootings. Bear News reporter Brittany Martinez tells us how the threat affected campus.
A Florida woman, Sol Pius, sparked a manhunt last week, which resulted in schools all over the state taking precautions in order to ensure the safety of their students. Law enforcement described the woman as armed and dangerous, and also said that she had an infatuation with the Columbine high school shooting. And as that event came closer to its 20th anniversary on April 20th, there was plenty of reason for concern. The Denver metro area had many schools closed down Wednesday, as did some of the schools in the Greeley area. UNC police decided the best precaution was to increase security on campus. UNC Chief of Police Dennis Pumphrey explained the reasoning behind increased security.
We did it because we just wanted to make sure that if we received a call of a sighting or somebody was concerned about someone's behavior, that we could respond quicker than if we just had 1 or 2 officers out and about.
He said since the threat was not directed toward the university, it was more realistic for increased security rather than closing it down.
You know, it's a campus, a university campus is very large and very hard to shut down. So even if we would have canceled classes, we still have thousands of people on campus doing things. So it really doesn't necessarily solve the issue, whereas when you're talking a K through 12, if you lock it down, you're locked down, no one's going anywhere.
While the campus was not affected by the threat, some education students were affected when the schools they taught at were closed down. Junior elementary education major Emily Martiri, student teaches at Knowledge Quest Academy in Milliken, Colorado, which was closed Wednesday due to the threat. While Martiri will be able to make up the day she missed last week in order to meet the requirements for her major, her main concern involved her young students.
I'm with 22 first graders, so they're all about 6-7 years old, and just all day I was thinking about how do we go in the next day and explain to those 7-year-olds that there was just some random lady who didn't know them that wanted to hurt them.
The threat disappeared when the woman was confirmed deceased Wednesday morning, but UNC police are always prepared to keep the campus safe in any situation.
And it was a very tense day. And so I was very happy that the university stepped up their security a little bit and made me feel safer to go to class and to be on campus.
Reporting from the campus commons, I'm Brittany Martinez, Bear News.
Chief Pumphrey said there are many processes constantly in place to keep the campus safe in case of any future security issues.
African Students United gathered Saturday night for a classy night to appreciate art and music. At the 2019 Art Night Gala, students dressed to impress while enjoying homemade African food and live performances. As students enjoyed the last event of the semester, they also announced the new 2019-2020 board members, which include Ronald O. Sihile for president and Aisha Akolad for Erica Boachi, Josh Greer, Janice Avery, and Hangatu Abdullahi will be serving on the ASU board as well. I apologize if I mess any of those names up. Everyone enjoyed the evening and guests left with smiles on their faces. Peanut butter and jelly, apple pie, and America, Swerve and Bricks Tap House. Wait a minute. Well, although the last combination might not be as famous as the first two, the combo of the local band Swerve and Bricks Tap House made for an epic evening. Lauren Johnston is the lead singer of Swerve and also happens to be a UNC student. Swerve is a relatively new band that performs songs from nearly every genre of music, from classic rock to their own song, Greality. Last Friday, Swerve rocked the house at Bricks Tap House and Brewery in downtown Greeley. The place was full with other college students making the trip downtown to watch this band and their classmate perform and, of course, have a few cold drinks. I do have to say that it was awesome seeing such a tremendous outpouring of support for this band, and I do want to mention that a couple of our own Bear News crew members, you know who you are, had a drink and watched the local band perform.
You may remember the carnival we talked about at the beginning of our show. Well, after our break, we'll have the full story.
And with finals week just around the corner, is there better way to de-stress than with some chicken and waffles? Probably not. More on that to come. Stay tuned.
Kids will spend 8 minutes decorating their little brother.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Strengthening the community takes lots of forms. One example, Central Campus residents organized a carnival to close out the school year. Webb King Hall, Wilson Hall, President's Row, and Central Coalition's Residence Hall Association members organized the event. Students played games like Cornhole, Giant Jenga, and Giant Connect 4. And what's a carnival without food? Here, the spread included Subway cookies and fresh popcorn. Music students showcased their talents throughout the event. RHA member Martin Phillips said the purpose was to strengthen the community.
We wanted to share that feeling of community and bring in everyone else, whether you're from Central Campus or West Campus, or you don't even live here. You just want to come have some food, enjoy music, play some cornhole, have a good time. It's all just about fostering a sense of community.
This was one of the first end-of-the-year events on campus, but there are more to come. Keep an eye out on UNC calendar for study break opportunities around campus.
Well, it's spring and UNC is polishing its green thumb. Bear News reporter Erica Sebring shows us how two student-led groups continue to raise awareness about sustainability.
The saying reduce, reuse, and recycle has nothing on UNC's Earth Week. Co-hosted by the Student Leadership for Environmental Action Fund and the Earth Guardians Club, last week's Spring into Earth Week campaign kicked off the inaugural Green Friendly Week in a big way. Various organizations around campus offered everyday ways students can be conscious about the environment. These include eliminating the use of plastic, actively recycling, and planting physical seeds of change. Student Leaf and Earth Guardians representative Emmy Scott said this campaign is designed to highlight environmentally conscious resources on campus and throughout the Greeley community.
So Earth Week is all about getting out into nature, caring about your environment, and just really connecting back to Earth and making sure that you're respecting it, because nature's important. It's all around us and it's important to have. And so, yeah, Earth Week is all about just getting out there and making sure that you're getting connected with nature and getting outdoors.
Fellow Student Leaf representative Joelle Jenkins said the overall goal of the organization is to influence students both now and in the future.
So Student Leaf, we have funds from each student, and we use that to make the campus more sustainable or give back to the students. And we use our platform to educate students so by the time they get out of college, they can educate the people around them about sustainable practices.
Reporting from Bishop Blair Field, I'm Erica Sebring, Bear News.
Both Student Leaf and the Earth Guardians can be reached through the university website.
Activism on the UNC campus comes in many forms, from sit-ins and demonstrations to protest signs and picket lines. There's a long history of students involving themselves in politics. The Age of Activism presentation pairs with an exhibit about the same topic, located in the lower level of Mishner Library. History professor Aaron Haberman worked with 4 students to research UNC's history of student activism in the 1970s. The group focused on local history topics, which included the UNC's views about Colorado declining to host the Olympics, feminism on campus, and the response to the Vietnam War. Their research led them to the UNC Mirror, a source that documented the local impact of these topics. Many of the editorial and opinion pieces published during the 70s helped to guide the research. The Mishner Archives Department digitizes many of the documents collected, and they're available to see in person upon request.
With spring semester quickly coming to a close, what better way to end it than with some fried goodness? The Marcus Garvey Cultural Center hosted its last chicken and waffle event of the semester. Volunteers served up drums of delicious chicken along with fluffy waffles. The warm spring weather meant students and staff could enjoy their food outside. With finals and graduation coming, this event was a great way to take a break from the stress of college. If you missed the event, don't worry. The Garvey hosts an array of events every semester, so be on the lookout for more fun times.
Sushi and hibachi lovers rejoice, myself included. Every year during Dead Week, campus groups try to get students involved in fun and creative activities to help balance the stress of finals week. Bear Biz decided to cheer students up with an on-campus scavenger hunt for those who love Japanese cuisine on Monday. They hid 4 sushi plush toys around campus, with one being placed every 2 hours starting at 10 a.m. and the last placed at 4 p.m. Now the winners not only got a tasty plush, but prizes included $200 worth of Sapporo Japanese Steakhouse gift cards too. If you found one of the sushi plush toys, you had to post a picture of it on Twitter or Instagram tagging BearBiz using their hashtags. Now I wish I knew who that person was who won that gift card, because I would love to try that restaurant. I love sushi.
Absolutely. I've tried it for the first time and I'm actually kind of a fan.
Yes, it's one of my all-time favorites. I myself have been loving the weather in the area, and I can only hope that our upcoming forecast has more of the same. More on that in weather.
And for the last time this year, Renee Ortiz lets you know how to be a happy and healthy bear. And Alex Ekstead takes to campus to get your take on current events. See you after this.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Every week on Bear News, we like to remind you all to be happy and healthy. This week, we're adding a twist. What could it be? Well, as she always does, Bear News reporter Renee Ortiz joins us to explain in her health tip of the week.
Thanks, Zoe. This semester, I've covered everything from de-stressifying to wearing sunscreen to eating healthy. This week, I want to remind you all that it's not just us that need to stay happy and healthy. With all this in mind, my health tip for the week is this: take care of the planet and its inhabitants. This Monday brought Earth Day, and each year they choose a theme to focus on a problem facing the planet. This year's theme? Protecting species from extinction, in particular, bees. Bees are the world's top pollinators. Without bees, plants won't grow, and food sources will diminish. According to the Earth Health Day website, humans are one of the top reasons bees are going extinct. Our use of pesticides, contributions to global warming, and natural loss of habitats all negatively affect bees. Why should we care? Well, considering humans need food to survive, we should take actions to preserve and restore our buzzing friends. According to the website, actions you can take include planting a bee-friendly garden, stopping the use of pesticides, and taking actions to stop global warming. If we all join together, we can help bees and animals in general from going extinct. Humans are not the only ones who need to be happy and healthy, so be sure to keep that in mind every day. Being that this is my last semester at UNC, I hope I've informed you all and helped you all with my health tips of the week. So for the last time, be a good bear and treat yourself and your planet with care. Back to you, Zoe.
Thanks so much, Renee, for all of the information you provided for us this semester. We wish you all a good luck and good health on your endeavors to come. The weather has taken a turn for the pleasant these past few weeks, and our resident weather enthusiast, John Polydoros, has been enjoying every minute of it. We go to him now with his full forecast.
Taking a look right now at our UNC webcam, we see the freshly built campus commons basking in the sunshine with the existing University Center over on the left side. But really minimal clouds overhead right now. But taking a look at our current conditions right now, we've got 67 degrees, warm, sunny skies with just a slight breeze out of the southwest coming at 5 miles an hour. But a fairly dry day today. Taking a look on over into this weekend, we've got warm conditions on Friday during the day, high of 76, but we do have a chance of thunderstorms moving in later that evening. But looking on into Saturday, we've got sunny conditions, high of 72, but we'll see those winds pick up just a bit. Gusts will be reaching just about 15, 16 miles an hour during the day. On into Sunday, we've got the same thing from Friday, mostly sunny conditions Sunday, but another chance of showers coming in later that night. But a high of 67 and a low of 32 that night as it pulls back overnight. Taking a look on into our next week forecast, yes, you see it right there. Chance of snow coming in next week. It's still indeterminate whether how cold this storm will be and whether it's able to produce those snow crystals, but we'll keep you updated here at Bear News on that. Taking a look on into next week, we're looking at Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got some more showers coming in, but those temperatures will start to rebound later on to the week with a high of 66 on Thursday and a high of 71 on Friday with partly cloudy skies. Back to you.
Well, it's nearing the end of the semester, which means many UNC seniors are spending their last few weeks on campus. Even though there are new students coming in to replace them, it begs the question, what do currently enrolled UNC students think about the university? Bear News reporter Alex Ekstead asked students their opinions about UNC in this week's Question of the Week.
This week, I'm asking students to describe UNC in one sentence.
I would say welcoming.
Very close quarters community with a beautiful campus. That's what I was gonna say.
UNC is a really good environment. Everyone's really nice. The campus is small, but it's not too small, so you get to know everyone pretty well. It's just really nice. I like it here a lot.
It feels like home away from home.
I think UNC is good because it's small and easy to connect with your teachers.
If you like long walks on the beach but without a beach, come to UNC.
Very inclusive. Pretty nice.
I think it's pretty nice.
A place where you can find out who you are.
A friendly, caring environment.
Okay, so it's gonna sound cliche, but I'd say small town feel, but you still have all of the same sort of, feel of a university, of a big university.
I would say UNC is an inclusive and innovative and challenging environment.
UNC is a really fun place.
It's what you make of it, pretty much.
Reporting from the UC, I'm Alex Hexted, Bear News.
And so it begs the question, you two are one of those graduating seniors, a lot of emotions in this. Are you happy? Are you sad that it's coming to an end? What are you kind of feeling?
I'm definitely excited to graduate. It's definitely going to be a bittersweet moment to leave all the friends that I've made here, but I'm excited for the things to come.
Seems like a pretty common trend.
Yes. With just 1 week left in the school year, many UNC teams are nearing the end of their seasons, if they haven't already.
And for one very last time, we've got all the highlights, updates, and results right here for you. Coming up in sports, we'll be right back.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Did you check?
Oh, you got it. Since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No?
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
The men's golf team had one more tournament before playing in the Big Sky Championships. This past weekend, the Bears traveled to Utah to play in the Ping Cougar Classic. After posting a +3 in the first round of the tournament, Joshua Matz led the Bears, shooting a second round 69 and a third round 68. He finished with a 54-hole total of 212, and that was good enough to tie for 10th place individually. Freshman Jack Castigla tied for 14th, getting better each round. He shot a first round 73, a second round 71, and a final round 69. His 3-round total was 213, the best 54-hole total in his collegiate career. Kobe Welch finished in a tie for 22nd with a 3-round total of 215. The team posted a 3-round total of 849 and placed 4th. This was their 5th top 5 finish of the season. The Bears now head to the Boulder Creek Golf Club in Nevada this week to tee off in the Big Sky Championships, looking to come home with the Big Sky Championship once again this year. For the women's golf team, the Big Sky tournament is already finished. The Bears got a 3rd place finish in the Big Sky Championships this past weekend at the Boulder City Golf Club in Nevada. And sophomore Bia Cruz, also known as the 2019 Big Sky champion, led the team through the weekend. She posted an exceptional first round score of 69, then second and third round scores of 73, finishing the weekend at 3 under. Cruz ended the weekend shooting a 215, putting her in first place. Not only did she lead the Bears to their 3rd place finish, but she also got the Big Sky Individual Championship trophy and a spot on the All Big Sky tournament team. Although Cruz led the pack, Marissa Heiske helped the Bears as well. Heiske also finished in the tournament and she tied for 5th place. She posted first and second round scores of 73 and a third round 72, finishing the weekend at +1. She also earned a All Big Sky tournament team honor as well. The Bears couldn't outlast Sacramento State or Idaho and finished in third place for the weekend. Although the Bears finished in third, it was their best team finish since the 2013 season. This season, the Bears ended 6 of 9 tournaments in the top 10, and 6 individuals had top 10 finishes as well. As promised last week, we have the updates from the men's tennis team for you. The road trip to Sacramento State and the University of Nevada ended the Bears' successful season just short of the conference playoffs. The Bears started the weekend in Sacramento in their last conference match of the season. The Bears needed a win in order to make the postseason. The Bears put up a good fight but ultimately lost the doubles point early. From there, the Hornets and an injury put the Bears on their heels as they entered into the singles. Adolfo Arroyo and Nick Wade both retired with an injury, all but assuring a loss for the Bears. Sacramento finished 6-1 on the day to secure the number 3 seed, while UNC finished 8th. The Bears moved on to the University of Nevada on Sunday, but that match wasn't much better. Unfortunately, Arroyo's injury meant that the Bears were already down a point in the singles matches before the match even began. While they fought hard, the Wolfpack swept the Bears in a 4-1 victory. This is the end of the road for the Bears season with an 11-13 record. Congrats to the men's tennis team on a successful season, and hopefully we can get to those playoffs next time. The men's tennis team isn't the only team wrapping up its season. Bears softball is officially nearing the end of its season and has just one more Big Sky matchup before heading out west for the championships next month. This weekend, the team had a bittersweet senior send-off with 5 players on their team. UNC took on the Sacramento State Hornets, and the Hornets left their sting at Gloria Rodriguez Field, winning all 3 of the games over the weekend. The weekend started with a doubleheader Friday. The first game was a tug of war, but ultimately the Hornets won those games 6-5 and 12-9. Valerie Vital took to the pitcher's mound for the Bears and pitched 3 solid innings and kept UNC within reach in the game. Both Maddie Young and Danny Young knocked in runs for the Bears in the bottom of the 4th to give UNC the lead 3-2. But by the 5th inning, Sacramento State had tied the score 5-5. Then in the 7th inning, Sac State's Crystal Albert hit a solo home run to give them the victory. Cheyenne Talmadge led UNC with 5 hits, scored 3 runs, and hit 2 RBIs, but it wasn't enough in the end. Then on Saturday, UNC lost to the Hornets again by a 6-5 score as the seniors said farewell to Gloria Rodriguez Field. Sac State took the lead early and had a 2-0 advantage over UNC. Then the Bears' bats got working and they tied the game in the 3rd inning as Maddie Young came in to score. But as the game progressed, Sac State continued to put on the runs on the board and the Bears just couldn't keep up. UNC has its last conference matchup against the Montana Grizzlies on the road. Men's baseball traveled to CSU this weekend. No, I know what you're thinking, not that CSU. The California State University Roadrunners welcomed the Bears to a 3-game series featuring nothing but offense. The series began on Thursday with the Bears coming off a sweep by New Mexico State just a week before. The Bears got busy turning that around with the first inning, and the Roadrunners tried desperately to get back into the game and managed to tie the game and send it into extra innings. Matt Zoba and Lucas Allen got 2 RBIs in the 10th to give the Bears a 9-7 victory. The Bears met up with the Roadrunners again Friday but fell 6-2. The Bears returned to the Diamond Saturday for the deciding game of the series. Unfortunately, the Bears' bats weren't as hot as the Roadrunners, as they gave up 2 or more runs in all 6 innings, eventually falling 16-4. With the loss, the Bears moved to last place in the WAC with Seattle University. The Bears are 4-11 in conference and 8-25 overall. The Bears return home tomorrow as they take on another WAC rival, California Baptist, in a 3-game series.
Graduating seniors Joe Buchanan, Alex Ekstead, Erica Sebring, Renee Ortiz, Mary Harbert, Amy Golden, Cassie Trulson, Sarah Methuselah, Betty Casa, Brittany Martinez, Courtney Lockie, Zoe Campbell, Luke Mullins, James Conlon, and John Polydorus. You've seen some of these names and even seen some of their faces on the screen. Today we say goodbye, or should I say so long. This is the last episode for these graduating seniors at UNC. They have done so much not only to bring you the news every single week around campus, but to better the university as a whole. They have spent the last 4 years doing that every single day. We wish them all nothing but the best and say thank you for the contributions that they've made to the UNC journalism program and to UNC as a whole.
Wow, that was very close. Okay. Yes.
Guys, thank you all. Thank you all again for making this happen. This is not the end. This is so long as some of these
Indeed it is.
start to take the next steps into the professional careers. And a lot of those names you may not have seen, but the work that they've put in, they make us look good, or try to.
Absolutely.
We do our best to screw that up. But
honestly, we couldn't have done any of this without all of the names that you mentioned, and even those that we didn't mention that are behind the scenes not graduating. It's been a great ride with everyone here. So
on a personal note, this is not me graduating, but this will be the last show that I will be with UNC as well. So I want to thank everyone for allowing me to get my ugly mug up here and anchor every time. So thank you guys, and good luck to everyone out there.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tanner.
So for the very last time, that does it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching.
Tune in next year for more news that's UNC all the time. Good night.